This video shows us how to set up Nitric. First, we grab all our pieces, and all the pieces should be coming in a pre-made kit. Here, Pete is plugging all the cables into the INOBlender machine and connecting the cables to the injector module. Make sure you line up the red dot and pins of the injector module cable to the injector module. The pins should line up. Don't forget to check the filter and the water trap. We are building our pre-use assembly setup. You can refer back to the picture to see how everything is connected, or follow along with Pete here. This is what the completed setup should look like. Okay, now let's connect our regulator to our tank. You can see that Pete attaches the regulator to the INOBlender machine first, and then connects it to our nitric tank. Check that the connections are tight in the back and turn the machine on. Once the machine is turned on, follow the initial connection steps. A lot of these steps have been performed already when we first set up our nitric machine. Pointing out where the red dot is. Wow, it's a green light indicating that it's connected to power. This is where you find the expiration date. Some of these last steps, we're just making sure that the back of the connections are tight. Just keep in mind that the infrared sensor sits right above the nitric tank. So don't cover the top of the nitric tank with anything, or else the IR sensor will not read the nitric tank. That was the initial connection step. Now moving on to the automated purge. Step 1 is verifying that everything is connected. Now open and close the cylinder, making sure that our PSI is above 500. Verifying that there's no pressure drop. Because the tank is closed, when we hit next, it will automatically purge the system. Once the purge is complete, it will ask us to open the tank again. If the locale is not complete, you will see this screen. We're going to check our backup system, and the pre-assembly should have been complete already. Turn the flow meter to 10 liters, turn on the backup system, and wait for values to stabilize. Once the values have stabilized, turn off the backup system and move on to the performance test. We leave the flow meter at 10 liters. Once we hit next, the machine will deliver 40 parts per million of nitric, and we wait for that number to stabilize. We're going to turn off the flow meter and move the O2 tubing to the INOBlender, which is located at the front of the machine. Once that's done, we're going to remove the injector module. Follow along in the video with Pete. On the INOBlender, set the nitric to 40 and flow to 10 liters. Wait for the values to stabilize. Turn the flow meter off and the nitric back down to 0. That completes all the steps of our pre-use check. Make sure to close the tank and purge the machine if we're not using it within 10 minutes. Do not turn off the machine. The pre-use check lasts 24 hours. Make sure to document the tank number and when the tank is opened and stopped. The positive sign means that the tank is still open. The negative sign means that the tank is closed. These pictures show how to attach nitric to a ventilator. It can be done both on a wet circuit and a dry circuit. Refer back to our policy for any questions.